Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of AWS Mastery course. In this particular session, we are going to learn about the internet gateways. And with the help of internet gateways, we are going to enable the internet access, and we are going to understand the significance of network gateways and what are network gateways and why we need network gateways when we are learning about the VPC. Okay, so we are going to learn all these things into this session. So now let's start the session. So what are internet gateways? In general, or in short, we can say it is something like which is between the your VPC and the internet. Okay. From the definition, if we try to understand, an internet gateway is a horizontally scaled, redundant, and high available component that connects a VPC to internet. So it's a kind of component, high available component, which actually helps us to connect our VPC to the internet, and it enables communication between resources in the VPC and internet. So whether it is within the VPC, whether it is VPC and outside the internet, we can actually configure the communication. Okay, so it actually enables the communication. And if we try to understand the key functions of internet gateways, so it actually allows instance in a public subnet to receive incoming traffic from the internet, and also it actually facilitate outgoing traffic to the internet and enabling resources to access external services and resources. So from the very beginning of VPC, we are understanding it is something which is isolated. I'm talking about VPC. So when something which is isolated, something which is very much private, so in order to communicate, in order to channelize the communication, whether it's from within the VPC or outside the VPC, we need internet gateways. Okay, and also like the components, if we talk about the internet gateways, so basically we are having attachment to VPC, like we are going to attach internet gateways to the VPC. We are going to route the things, like we are going to set up the routing, like if we are having this particular subnet, then where it is going to route or where the traffic is going to be. And then we are going to what I can say, assign, we are going to use public subnet, so that we can assign public IP addresses and all. So these are the components we are having when we talk about the internet gateways. So in the last session we have understood about the route table in, I can say, theoretical manner. So now what we are going to do, we are going to first create a route table or internet gateway, and we are going to, I can say, connect all those things, and we are going to channelize the communication as well. So now let's just go to our AWS console and let's try to understand practically like how this internet gateway is working and how we can set up the routing table as well. Because in the last session I haven't taught you practically about the route table, because I told you like we are going to do in this particular session. So now let's go to our AWS console. So now as you can see, like I'm in my AWS console home. Let's search for VPC, and we are getting VPC isolated cloud resource. We are getting all these options. We are getting your VPC subnet route tables, we are getting internet gateways. So we are getting all these options over here. So first what we are going to do, first let me just open my VPCs option. So here I'm having few VPCs. Okay, so let me just create one VPC as of now, so that I can show you like how the things are working. So let's suppose I'm creating a new VPC, and the CIDR is going to be like 10.0.0.0, and it is going to start from 16, like 16. And now it's done. So we have created the VPC. Now let's just create one subnet as well. So the subnet which I am going to create, so for new VPC we are creating a subnet. So as you can see, like it is starting from 10.0.0.0/16, and the name which I'm going to do is give is new subnet availability zone preference. I'm just giving as like US, and the the CIDR range from 16 to, let's suppose I'm just giving 0/24. So as you can see, it is working. I can say whatever we are doing, we are applying on 256 IPs. And now let's just click on create subnet. So we have created the subnet as well. Okay, so now first let's just go to our route table. So here I'm on my route table. As you can see, we are not having much options. So first let's just create the route table. and here I'm just creating a route table. So I'm just saying new route table. Okay, and the which we have created, so that's why I have created one new VPC, because the older VPC which I am actually having, all those VPCs are connected with some other services or something like that. So I have just choose one, VPC like which I have just created, and let's just click on create route table. Okay, so what we have done, we have created the route table. So as you can see, we are having VPC, and with that VPC one subnet has been is attached, and it is saying like if the traffic is coming from this particular destination, it is going to target this local one. Okay, but we are going to understand the route table and like how we are managing the traffic and how we are connecting with the internet, and we are going to understand that by using internet gateways. So now let's just open our internet gateways, and here I'm just creating my internet gateways. So here I'm just saying new IG, like new internet gateway, and let's just click over here. So we have created one route table, and now we have created our internet gateways. So route table has been created, and internet gateway we have created. Now it is saying like the following internet gateway was created, and you can now attach to a VPC, because as of now our internet gateway has not been attached to our VPC, and there are two ways by which we can do that. From like here you can click on attach to VPC, or you can click over here like in the action. So I'm just clicking to it, and I'm just saying attach to VPC. So the VPC which I am having is new VPC, and I have just attached the internet gateways. So as you can see, I have created one internet gateways, and I have created one route table. So now let's just open a route table and just see over, just see here, like, okay, this new route table. So as you can see in the new route table which we have just created, in this route table we are having this option. Okay, so we are just understanding two concept in a single go. Okay, so internet gateway is something by which we are connecting our subnet or VPC to the internet. Okay, so the thing is, and route table is something where by which we can manage the traffic. Okay, by which we can manage the traffic, like from one particular source the traffic is coming, and we are just routing the traffic or managing the traffic, that the traffic can be sent to the particular server which we want. So now here in the route we are having this one, this is the local one. So now let's just click route, and here I'm just going to click like add route. I'm just adding one more route table. So here we are having add route, and let's say I'm just choosing like 0.0.0.0/0, and here I'm just choosing one, what I can say, we are having internet gateway. So I'm just choosing internet gateway, and we are having this. So now the thing is, if we are getting the traffic from this particular, it is going to send this to the local one. Okay, like internally. And if the traffic is not coming from this particular I can say destination, then it is going to send it to the internet gateways, like it is going to communicate from the outside of the VPC or outside of the isolated place which we have created. And if I click over here save changes, so now we are having two different destination and target. So the traffic is, if the traffic is coming from this, then it is going to get routed to this local one, and if the traffic is not coming from this, then it is going to get, I can say, routed to this particular internet gateways by which we can connect over the internet. So that was all about the routing table and internet gateways. So I hope you guys have understood about the internet gateways, how we can, enable the network access, internet access, sorry. And also we have understood about the significance of, internet gateways. So that was all about this session. Let's meet in the next session. Till then, just take care of yourself. Thank you so much.